In the grand tapestry of prophetic history, few figures stand as tall, both in legacy and in patience, as Hazrat Nuh A.S., also known as Prophet Noah. Sent to a nation drowning in disbelief and moral decay, his story is not just about a massive flood or a legendary ark, but about unwavering faith, endurance, and divine mercy. For 950 years, Nuh A.S. called his people toward the oneness of Allah, enduring mockery, rejection, and isolation with a heart full of patience and a soul firm in conviction. Yet, when all calls fell on deaf ears, Allah's command came: an ark was to be built, not just as a vessel of survival, but as a symbol of hope for the believers and justice for the disbelievers. This powerful narrative, preserved in the Quran, teaches lessons of resilience, trust in divine timing, and the ultimate triumph of truth over falsehood. Join us as we journey through the life of Hazrat Nuh A.S., exploring the profound stages of his prophethood, the challenges he faced, and the miraculous events that shaped one of the most awe-inspiring chapters in the history of Revelation. Prophet Nuh A.S., a journey of prophethood, patience, and the Ark. In the tapestry of Islamic history, Prophet Nuh A.S. stands as a remarkable example of steadfastness and unwavering faith. His story is not only about the great flood or the building of a massive ark, but also about the spiritual and moral trials he faced while guiding a stubborn and disbelieving nation. His prophethood, which lasted for an extraordinary 950 years, was marked by patience, perseverance, and a profound connection with Allah. The legacy of Hazrat Nuh A.S. serves as a timeless reminder that true leadership requires courage, trust in divine wisdom, and unshakable belief in the truth. Early life and prophethood. Hazrat Nuh A.S. was born into a time when humanity had started to deviate from the path of monotheism. After the passing of Prophet Adam A.S. and generations that followed him, people began to worship idols. They named these idols after righteous individuals from the past, intending to honor them. However, over time, the practice turned into full-blown idol worship. Allah, in His infinite mercy, chose Nuh A.S. as a prophet to bring His people back to the straight path. Allah mentions in the Quran, "Indeed, we sent Nuh to his people, saying, warn your people before there comes to them a painful punishment." Surah Nuh 71:1. Hazrat Nuh A.S. began his mission with sincerity and compassion. He preached both publicly and privately, day and night, calling his people to worship Allah alone and abandon the idols they had made. But the people were arrogant. The wealthy and powerful among them dismissed his message, saying he was just an ordinary man. The trials of prophethood. Despite the persistent efforts of Nuh A.S., his people remained obstinate. They mocked him, ridiculed his words, and turned others away from listening to him. The Quran describes their attitude. They put their fingers in their ears, covered themselves with their garments, persisted, and were arrogant with pride. Surah Nuh 71:7. Hazrat Nuh A.S. responded not with anger, but with patience. He continued preaching with wisdom, warning them of the day of judgment and urging them to seek forgiveness from their Lord. His resilience over centuries of rejection shows an extraordinary level of spiritual strength and submission to Allah's command. This stage of his life teaches us a powerful lesson: truth often faces resistance, but true believers stay firm regardless of the opposition. The turning point, revelation of the flood. After centuries of calling his people and seeing only a handful of followers accept the truth, Nuh A.S. finally turned to Allah with a heartfelt dawah, supplication. "My Lord, indeed I am overpowered, so help me." Surah Qamar 54:10. Allah responded to his plea with a decree that would change the course of history. He instructed Nuh A.S. to build a massive ark under divine supervision. This was to be a preparation for a great flood that would wipe away the evildoers and purify the earth from disbelief. While he was building the ark, the people continued to mock him. They laughed at him and said, "You used to preach, now you've become a carpenter." But Nuh A.S. knew he was following Allah's command and ignored their mockery. The ark was not just a physical structure, it became a symbol of obedience, hope, and salvation. The Great Flood. When the time came, Allah gave the command. When the oven gushes forth, with water, embark therein, the ark. Surah Hud 11:40. The skies poured down rain, and water gushed out from the earth. It was no ordinary flood, it was a divine punishment for centuries of arrogance and disbelief. As instructed, Hazrat Nuh A.S. gathered the believers in pairs of every species into the ark. One of the most heart-wrenching moments in the story is the fate of Nuh A.S. own son. Despite being the son of a prophet, he chose disbelief. When the floodwaters rose, Nuh A.S. called out to him to join them, but the son refused, thinking he could save himself by climbing a mountain. Allah responded, "Indeed, he is not of your family, indeed, he is one whose work was other than righteous." Surah Hud, 11:46. This powerful moment emphasizes that faith, not bloodline, defines a person's status in the sight of Allah. The flood wiped away all the disbelievers, and only those in the ark were saved. After the earth had been purified and the waters receded, the ark came to rest on Mount Judy, as mentioned in the Quran. A new beginning. Once the flood subsided, Nuh A.S. and the believers began life anew. It marked the start of a new era for mankind, one built upon belief, obedience, and gratitude. Hazrat Nuh A.S. offered thanks to Allah and continued to guide his people. Allah praised him in the Quran. Peace upon Nuh among the worlds. Indeed, we thus reward the doers of good. Indeed, he was of our believing servants. Surah As-Safat, 37:79-81. Nuh A.S. lived the rest of his life in righteousness, and when his time came, he returned to his Lord with honor. Legacy and lessons. The story of Hazrat Nuh A.S. is far more than a historical account, it is a divine lesson in patience, leadership, and faith. Several core lessons emerge from his life. 1. True success lies in fulfilling the duty, not in the number of followers. Nuh A.S. preached for 950 years but had only a few followers, yet he is honored among the greatest prophets. 2. Patience in the face of rejection is a hallmark of true leadership. Nuh A.S. never gave up, even when his people ridiculed him for centuries. 3. Faith must be personal and sincere. The fate of Nuh A.S. son reminds us that no one can inherit belief, it must come from the heart. 4. Obedience to Allah brings protection and success. Those who followed Nuh A.S. were saved, not because of their status, but because of their submission to Allah's will. 5. The ark symbolizes the mercy of Allah. Even when punishing the disbelievers, Allah provided a clear path to salvation for those who believed. The story of Prophet Nuh A.S. continues to echo across time as a beacon of resilience and divine guidance. In a world where people often seek immediate results and recognition, the life of Nuh A.S. reminds us that true change takes time, and true faith requires trust in the unseen. His journey, marked by trials, trust, and triumph, serves as a spiritual compass for all those striving to stay firm in their beliefs amidst adversity.